The top would be, holy shit, marry her now. What would be the bottom of this? I'll disown you. What would be the middle? Need convincing. You can do better. And lastly, for this, that's my boy. Is that really something that parents say? As a certified Asian person, I don't think any parents ever say this. This is peak fantasy. She's alright. That's the highest praise you can get before this. Try hard. That's already. Try hard. The characters that are on the top tier is checking every checkboxes. Can dig and you can find nothing on them that's offensive. She's alright is basically a little bit lower than this. Needs convincing are generally the characters that have one somewhat glaring thing about them that may be like a needle in the eye of the parents. But if we can convince them to look past that, to look at other aspects of the characters, then they can accept it. You can do better is generally that glaring thing is too much of a factor for the parents to ever look past. Okay, let's try to aim for a few characters on this tier and a few characters on this tier, so that we have our highest point and lowest point, then we can fill in the middle. Which one is the pinnacle of Asian parents approving? Let me see. You know, Jean is up there. She's a workaholic. She's nice looking. She's tall. Maybe she would be a person that's nice to the husband parent. She is polite, but I don't think she has the entire edge. I think she would like to be here. Let me try to find some better case. Yanfei, someone who studies law. Wait, no, hold, no. Dressing like this? No. She has a law degree though. That's so hard. I think because of the way she dresses, she's gonna be here. It needs a little bit convincing, because immediately as I bring her home, my parents be like, what are you doing? But then we have to bring up her certificates. We have to bring up her knowledge about the law. She ain't home to cook. Ayaka maybe. Ayaka is raised in a noble family. She is demure. She is polite. She knows how to treat people with respect. She dresses demurely, which is a great sign. She talks philosophy. Alright, I think Ayaka is actually pretty up there. Holy shit, marry her son. Is there any downside that an Asian parent would see from in Ayaka? No, I guess not, huh? Reminder chat, this is not a waifu tier list. This is the Asian's parent approval tier list, alright?
As a jeweler cherishes their gems.
So put your feelings aside, because your parents' feeling is on top. Furina is an actor. I'll disown you. You know what? Furina is pretty down there. I will agree. She's an actor, a career that is not very stable. You know what? We're gonna judge Furina after the Archon quest. She's definitely too much of a carefree spirit, even though she does dress nicely in an Asian parent's eye. Dressing demurely, at least, unlike some other Genshin characters. Whatever this is, she dressed demurely. So I think parents would say you can do better. Some girl that has at least knows how to take care of herself, to be at home. Beidou, actually, you know what? I'll disown you. She's missing an eye. She has the gangster vibe. She hangs out with morally gray people. Yeah, she's a pirate. No, Beidou will be down here. Asian mom gonna bully Furina? Real. Navia? Actually, Navia would be on the same tier as Ayaka, right? She's pretty much have an upbringing of a, well, she's kind of crime syndicate though. Is it? No, she's in some kind of like mafia-ish in the game, but at the core of it, it's more like a charity organization. Wait, hold on. She does have a little bit problem of her father name needs to be cleansed. But I think since we are judging the character in the state of the game right now, we have already done the Fontaine Archon quest and her father name's already cleared. Next to Ayaka. I need more characters to be on Beidou's tier. I'll disown you tier. I'm sorry. I am gonna skip the explanation. She's a musician too. Varesa and disown? You can do better. I don't think she's fine. She's a bit chubby for Asian parent standard, but I think she does not really have any other red flag aside from eating quite a bit. And she's cute, she's polite to other people. She is the whole house. She also works out. Are we counting Miss Hater? No, we're not counting guys in here. We're not counting boys and drinking guys in here. We're only counting girls. Keqing's alright, workaholic, polite, have a little bit of a gossip girl spirit, behind the adepti's gaze. She's alright. Chiori is alright. You know what? Chiori is someone with a stable career. Her attitude though, her attitude is not great. I'm gonna put her at needs convincing. Like, she's not the kind of girl that would actively try to please the parents. Ew. Needs convincing. Even though we're not counting guys who all know Xiangling would be number one. Chat, don't worry. I guess we're gonna have Chat help me make a guys I would bring home to meet my Asian parents at some point. Lisa would be kind of sus. I can see that. I can see that. We're gonna skip the travelers for now. Lisa would be here. She's alright. I think in the situation of bringing her home to meet the Asian parents, she can act a little bit less sus when she needs to, because I know in some of the more serious situation during the Mondstadt conquest, she can tone down her teasing a little bit. So when in a situation that calls for it, she's alright. Lisa, not in front of my parents. You know what? I think Lisa in real life would definitely be an older partner that we're bringing home, and the Asian parents are somewhat skeptical about that. Whisper shit into your ear while your parents are around. Lisa! We don't have to explain that. Oh, Amber, hold on, Amber, she's cute, she's alright. Nothing particularly stands out, nothing particularly offensive. Noelle, she's alright. She can help out around the house. It's just that she's not really a go-getter. She doesn't really achieve much. She's gonna be high on the she's alright, but I don't think Noelle gonna make the parents go, holy shit, marry her son. Too timid. See, there are many factors. Citlali's there too, ain't no way. Citlali? Yes, Citlali can work on her attitude. I don't think she has any redeeming quality to be on the net convincing. You can do better, son. Chasca. Okay. Chasca mentioned. We're gonna do Chasca right now. Where would she be? She has a little bit of temper problem. If she's someone in real life, she would be someone that is a neighborhood representative that is often going around and asking people if they're alright and resolving conflict. That's a positive mark. She is not exactly one who can mince her words very well when it comes to meeting the parents though. So I'd say she needs convincing. Raised by birds? What's wrong with raising by birds? You're not sure you can do better. Drunk lolly. Will she be down here? She's inoffensive looking at least. Because that is definitely a factor. Like the first impression when I would bring a young girl home to meet my parents, like how she looks actually also matter. So she's inoffensive looking. Sucrose, wait no, Barbara first. Barbara is gonna be, she's alright. She works at the church. She's cute. She's gonna be here. Sucrose is a little bit clumsy. I'm gonna need convincing. She doesn't seem to be one that is very clever around conversation. Needs convincing. Mona is broke. Yeah. Hold on, Fischl first. Hold on. You can do better. I think she doesn't really lose an eye, right? She is just putting an eye patch as part of the Fischl act. Son, what the hell is she dressing? What is this? She looks like she's putting on half of the dress. This is definitely not a great look. She's the Lulu. She talks in a way that my parents would roll their eyes. Son, what the hell? Not to the point of, I don't think it's to the point of I'll disown you, but you can definitely do better, and she's gonna be at the bottom. Mona is broke. Mona, you can do better. Yeah, she has nothing going on for her. She is into some tarot voodoo stuff, and she doesn't make no money. Alright, chat. My goat. Where will she be? A business owner, a CEO. Okay. She doesn't really do the housework though. She is not a very conventional, typical Asian housewife. She's alright. Ningguang top tier? I would put her top tier. I don't think my parents would think she's very top tier. I mean, she has money, sure. She is, you know what? She is eloquent with speech. She's high on alright. Am I being too harsh with this? Yeah, I mean, this is an Asian parent approval tier list. Of course they're gonna be harsh with this. I'm sorry. You think there's gonna be more than 3 characters on the top tier? Think again. Whole mansion and maids? My parents would absolutely be still reserved about that. They would talk behind her back. They would make my parents insecure. She would make my parents insecure. Basically marry Jeff Bezos. Yep, I think even though from the outside looking in, Ningguang would be pretty much smartless, my parents would still caution me about marrying someone like that. If she's that busy with her work, would she even have time to worry about the kids? Would she even visit with you when we're old? Very typical Asian parents thing. So she's alright, but not holy shit marry your son. And money is not everything to an Asian parents. Alright, let's feel it. She cooks, she's polite, she's alright, and it's convincing. Raiden can't cook? Yeah, she's here. What does she even do again? She doesn't know how to talk to people. She's in her head most of the time. She doesn't even cook. She left her robot to do her duty. The robot also cannot cook. The robot is also the Nilou. What the hell is this? Where did you nick this purple head from? Return her to the manufacturer. We are not going to put any GB character up here for reasons. No, cute looking, inoffensive looking. Like Ganyu James the God. She is a little bit of a workaholic and maybe neglecting housework. I would say Ganyu is slightly below Keqing. Candace, you marry? I will... Let's keep it at that. Wouldn't the horns be awkward? Oh, hold on. This is a little bit offensive in Asian parents' eyes. What is she wearing, by the way? What's she even wearing? Also, I think that we are not being too judging regarding some fantasy features, because we are just considering the real world counterparts of them, which is what we've been doing so far. Shenhe? Son, what the hell is she wearing? What the hell is she wearing, son? Why does she have a navel window? Why does she have a tie window? Oh, it's very close to out its own year, and you can do better. But she cannot even speak politely. She is clumsy when it comes to controlling her strength and not breaking things. What are you doing, son? Get her out of here. Eula is basically like a cop. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, she's alright. Let's look at how she dresses again. Aside from this, I think she's dressing pretty demurely. Yeah, that's fine. Need ventilation for hot place? Absolutely. She works at the funeral parlor. Yeah, that brings bad luck, son. She's alright. She needs some convincing. You can do better. She's positive. She's polite. She's brightens the day up. Oh, the way she dresses, though. I think if, like, looking past the way she dressed, she's the one that would please the Asian parents the most. In terms of just hanging out, she's just a very wholesome person. If my parents can look past the way she dressed initially, I guess I'm just gonna ask her to put this part of her sleeve on her shoulder as well. Tattoo! Ah, shit. Oh, shit. This one, dude. Yoimiya! Sara has a personality of a paper. You can do better. Yunjin has a career in singing, though the way she sings traditional stuff though. So maybe that is a little bit of plus points in front of parents' eyes. She's doing well for herself. She's here. She's alright. You're gonna notice that a lot of characters gonna be in she's alright and not holy shit marry her son, because this is a very rare thing. Extremely rare. Yunjin idea, yeah, I agree. Cock! A priestess? Okay. Son, what is she wearing? Why is she showing her navel? Why is she wearing panties? She is eloquent in speaking with people when she needs to, so absolutely when I bring her home to meet my Asian parents, she'll be prepared. She'll have enough energy to entertain them well. They might think she's cosplaying. She's alright. She's next to Ganyu in terms of... She's a cute character that can leave a nice impression on the parents if they stay in chat for a while, but it's just that their clothing is leaving a awkward first impression. This haircut! So, does she cut her own hair? Are we counting the skin here, chat? Yelan with the new skin? Sure, why not? Yelan with the new skin. She does look like a diva of this. She knows how to handle social situation. She's clever. You can say tactical when it comes to dealing with the parents. Unlike Lisa, she is not gonna do the Lisa, not in front of my parents. Working in the government spy though, that is slightly a markdown in front of the parents' eyes, because that's a dangerous job. And that can get you killed at any time. Well, she's here. She's high A. She definitely is someone who can leave a strong impression on the Asian parents. The positive kind. I would agree with that. Okay, who's next? Who's next? Yeah, Miko. Oh boy. Is she Lisa tier? She's definitely Lisa tier, right? Like, son, what's the difference? She studies, she's a little bit rebellious, she needs convincing. Collei, she's cute, she's alright. She's a little bit naive, she's a little bit green. I'd say she's inoffensive toward the parents, but not really wife material or marriage material in front of the parents' eyes. She's here, but for a very different reason than some other characters. You agree with Shinobu? Yeah, she's rebellious. Well, up until recently, she doesn't really have a good relationship with her parents too. That's kind of a red flag of the parents' eyes. Recently, in her birthday message, she's saying that she is reconciling with her parents somewhat. Well, that's nice. A dancer needs convincing for sure. I'm sorry, Nilou's fan. She does have a personality of a wallpaper. You know what? But maybe the parents like that. Just a generic nice girl. Her costume, even though for dancing, it's demure enough, I guess. Let's look at her skin again. Oh, this is pretty. This is absolutely pretty. And demure. She's alright. Inoffensive. A delivery girl, inoffensive. She's alright. Gangster, hang out with suspicious people, mercenary. I'll disown you. Reporter, she's alright. Did I miss Version? I missed Version, yeah. Her attitude needs working on. She's high academics with high credential. I think the Asian parents would value having a polite attitude a lot. Kind of similar to Citlali. She's not an alcoholic. Version is not an alcoholic. Version does productive things rather than Citlali staying in her house and gooning to Yai's publishing house books. A therapist. Wait, hold on. Is this actually up here? Let me think. A therapist, gentle speaking, polite, knows how to do housework. Let me look at the way that she dresses again. Yeah, she dressed demurely. Is a good listener. Does have a career of her own that she's doing decently in. I think she's checking all the boxes. Yeah. We have one more up on the S tier, everyone. Sheriff, a police, she's alright. The police department explains her eyes a little bit, so that is less offensive to the parents. But still, she's in a dangerous profession, which is clearly taking a toll on her. Somewhere between she's alright and it's convincing. She's a little bit straightforward with the way she speaks too, I'm gonna say here. Kind of similar to Chiori is. Xinyan, why are you dating someone else's mom, son? Son, she's old enough to be my age. What are you doing? I mean, other than that, she's a fine conversationalist. She can definitely chat the parents up. Yeah, Xinyan is so hard to say. In an alternate universe and real world counterpart, Xinyan would still absolutely be, at the very least, in her 30s. At the very least. She's an inventor. She needs convincing. Alikino? Yeah, no. No. I don't know if you notice, she's evil, by the way. She kills people, by the way. She works as a spy, by the way. She's also having a death stare. That tickles some people's fantasy and not the Asian parents. Get that shit out of my face. If you did that monster, get out of my house. Chlorine is a kind of a mixed bag. She doesn't really chat a lot. She has a stable career, but a dangerous profession. Like, everything about her is kind of edgy as well. All she talks about is dueling. Oh, she plays D&D. Would that help? She plays some board game. Sure enough, she can entertain the parents a little. Emily is high, pretty high. She's alright. Emily is the Chiori version, but she can engage in conversation better, so it's definitely higher than Chiori. I would say here. Is she up here? Hold on, is she up here? I actually do not know that much about Emily. What do you think, Chad? I have not done her quest yet. Dressed nicely, not too offensive. Dressed very elegantly, in fact. Works in perfume. That helps with the cops sometimes. Chlorine's kind of like Chappy. I can see that. You know, I can see that. Chlorine, I would say she's a worse conversationalist than Chappy. I think I'm kind of comfortable saying that she can be here. Okay, let's put the last few characters in. Moalane is a little bit... She can absolutely be similar to Yoimiya. Place. Needs a little bit convincing regarding her lifestyle though. But she seems to be doing well. Her business of selling beach-related stuff. Forge woman that likes to go to nightclub. Biker girl. Oh, Demir. She's alright. Gordon Ramsay in a belly, covering herself apron. She can convince the parents with some cooking. I'll say she's a little bit worse than Xiangling due to the apron. Wearing a nightgown in public is a markdown, by the way. And what does she do? She wanders around and she fights people. She trains to be a martial artist. And what is this unstable and dangerous career? And what is she dressing, son? Escovia is easy, eh? I don't know what you're all about. Have you seen the naked Abron? You know what? Now that I look at this again, unless this dress is looking somewhat presentable, if you're not looking too much into it, sure. A chef of a 5-star and renowned restaurant is actually fine, I think. What is this Sklanker doing here? Son, why you take an android home, son? I know it's 2025, but are you okay? Son, are you okay? I think that's all right. Am I missing any non-chibi female character? Aloy, I don't even know where to put her, so I'm not gonna... We don't know that much about Loma yet, because I think this tier list is just having a lot of people in the middle tier. Is this playing on the too safe side? I think Varesa can be down here purely from her attitude when talking to the parents. I think Silonan would be... Would she? Yeah, would any convincing make Silonan something that parents can agree with? It's very hard. Okay, and how about this? Would I be comfortable putting more characters in the holy shit, my son? My son is dating a rumor! Kirara can turn to a cat, that'd be hard to explain. It's okay, we are ignoring the fantasy parts of this and try to translate these characters into the real world counterpart as best as possible. Like, they are characters with tails, Lynette, basically. She has antlers. It's fine, we're ignoring the fantasy part. She has horn. Mostly the characters that are in the need convincing, like most of the stuff about them is okay. It's just that one part of their either their lifestyle or their personality or the way they are presenting themselves is just quite glaring, and we have some explaining to do for the parents to see past that and accept them as the daughter-in-law. Bike, attitude, dangerous job. What about Xiangling? Wait, what about Xiangling? Why would I put her in down here? She's an okay chef. Maybe the only part about her is that is slightly a red flag is that she likes to travel a lot to just taste different cuisine, but that can be like as part of the job. It's fine. Business trip is to collaborate and cook with other people. I think that's fine. Dancer, profession, the way she's dressing herself, too green and innocent. The way she dresses herself, old, improper, too carefree of a lifestyle, having problem with her parents, dark skin. There, I said it. I'm sorry, this is agent's parent approval. Dangerous lifestyle. Is there anything glaring about her? No. I'm not having enough information about her to make a judgment. I'll put it down here. I'll put her back down. She needs to get her life together. She's too clumsy. Seems very nice and nurturing. Nurturing? I need more information about her personality to make a decision on this. You can do better. This is basically the tier that even with a lot of convincing, the parents will still hold a grudge against this girl. It's hard to put aside. Bar DJ, incredibly bad attitude, working with dead people. Too much of a carefree spirit that does not really do anything. It's just an actor. Is this worse than Nilou? I can put Furina up here. You know, I can put Furina up here. Eat a lot, alcoholic, anger problem. What's she even doing? Martial artist? What is she even doing? Regional police woman? No. Too broke, doesn't really do anything, doesn't really use her talent. Delulu. And then I'm happy with this. Hide away in her room most of the time, using a bot to replace her. Delulu. Eternity. What is she even doing? So clumsy. Why is she having tie windows? Gangster. Dark skin and a musician. BDSM nun. Bot. Killer. Alright, I think I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this tier list set. I think it's Alikino. Either Alikino or Inefa. Lumine would be where? What would be the real life counterpart of Lumine? Are we using protagonist Lumine or antagonist Lumine here? Okay, let's go with the lore. This is antagonist Lumine and protagonist Aether. Then where would Lumine be? Delulu, up until this point, we have not learned about her motivation. Works with a syndicate or mafia organization. That's almost as bad as Alikino. Doing questionable things, harm innocent people. Navia is a mafia boss. The way that Navia's organization is portrayed in game is more of a charity organization. Is it really mafia if this organization is going to court, appealing according to the law? It is helping people, raising money to help people in need. Is it really a mafia? It's more akin to what Ayaka's clan would be like. I guess these positions are absolutely interchangeable. It's hard to rank them in this tier. Doing well for themselves in their respective field of work is polite, demure in what they're addressing. Son, we can set up the marriage next week, okay? Do it before another motherfucker swoops her. Asian parents approval. So apparently by the end we end up having more than 3 characters on the top tier. More than what I expected. Here are a few comments and questions from my Discord community when I present them with this tier list. LMFAO, Raiden and Alikino would drag you away, bro. You become pirate with Beidou. And that's exactly why my Asian parents would disown me if I did them. I was AFK almost the whole stream because I watched Ayaka and my friend. Now what on God's green earth is Molani doing so low? Molani is on needs convincing tier. Asian parents gotta look past her skimpy beachwear and lifestyle. Forehead propaganda! She's literally vanilla waifu that checks all the checkboxes for Asian parents. Good upbringing, stable and respectable career, polite, eloquent conversationalist, and housewife vibe. For Silonan, you can just say she's an engineer. That could bring her up to needs convincing tier, though I'm not entirely sure about that. Still lazy AF, sleep a lot, and nightclub. Same with Xinyan. I thought you were breaking your girlfriend. Not her mom. Yelan is a spy, and Asian parents see what job they work on, so I think Yelan will be lower. She's also great at hiding it. Now if she's a spy for a western country, then the Asian parents will eventually find out about her. But she's a Liyue Asian spy. She knows all the trick. She knows all the customs. She fights fire with fire. Also Chad made me consider her hair and dress with new skin, so that helped a lot. Ningguang jumps to holy shit marry her the moment she shows her bank account. This is the second person that says that now. I guess this can also be a stereotype for Asian parents. I think my parents would still be a little bit reserved and conservative regarding her. They just want some kind of stay-at-home traditional wife material. But I could definitely see this. That was the Genshin girls I would bring home to meet my parents tier list. Let me know your thoughts below. Positions to change, like, subscribe, all the regular stuff if this has been fun. See you on live.